And it's amazing when you when you step into this, you see things happen so fast and stuff that's just crazy, wild little miracles, crazy stuff. Because when you let go of it, now you're working with your pure potential. Now you're tapping into your pure potential. Now you're using your real power. Your real power is let my energy combine with universal energy and let me see what combusts. Let me see what manifests.
If I try and make that really practical for somebody listening, is it, and maybe I'm asking this as much for myself, but like fear, you said fear before. Fear is probably, I would imagine, one of the greatest blockers of that love energy, right? Because
Well, let me
yeah,
explain that real quick.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There's only two emotions, love and fear.
That's what, yeah, right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fear knocked on the door, love answered, but no one was there.
Mm.
They cannot coexist. They
Oh,
can't coexist. And fear cannot come to the present moment. It's impossible when you're in the present moment to have fear. You have to go to the past or the future.
yes. Yes. Well, I believe that. And you can imagine somebody who says, okay, Bill, I hear what you're saying. I want to tap into that energy of love. I want love to answer the door. I don't want fear. But
Right.
maybe they have a family, maybe they have other obligations, maybe there's other things,
Yeah.
and they fear that because there's a leap of faith in it. It would seem, maybe not, right? I'm curious your answer to
No,
this,
there's
but
no leap of faith at all.
well, I think for the average person, they think if I truly, I'll use the word submit to this and say I'm going to follow this. I'm going to go from a place of
Yeah,
love and
don't
trust
do
the
that. My
outcome.
advice to them is no, no, no,
Don't
don't
do
do
that.
that.
Okay. Okay.
No, absolutely not. Play with it.
Play with it. Okay. What does that mean?
Experiment.
Experiment.
Well, what's one thing that you've heard me say that's of interest to you?
Um, I think the idea, well, I think the fear thing is particularly interesting for me. So I have a wife, I have a son.
Hmm.
Um, I think that I'm at a place in my life where I'm trying to figure out, I know you talk a lot about purpose and getting clarity on who you are. There's a sense of what I think I should be doing, what I want to be doing, what brings me joy, what makes me feel like I'm
Uh-huh.
tapping into that
Hmm.
love
Hmm.
vibration. But fear is there as well. Can I do that and still support my family, take care of their needs, do right by my
Hmm.
child, right? Those types of
Hmm.
things. And that
Hmm.
conflict, because in a weird way, even in that fear is a love. It's a love for family, it's a love for your child. So trying
Okay,
to
so
trust in that,
okay, but stop the story.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a fear. There's a fear whether or not you can maintain your financial responsibility.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Let's focus on that one. Yeah.
Well, that's all it is. You're bringing the family into it. You're the family's part of the picture because of the finances, right? So detach from the stories. Okay. In fact, I have a free book I'm going to give away. It's called Clarity Has No Story
Mm.
that everybody can download. I'll get it to your audience. Let go of the story. Just look at it. Say, wow. Number one, I don't know if what I'm doing, if well, I'm not happy because I'm looking at doing something else,
Sure.
right? So, bump, 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 So the thing to do is look and say, okay, what's next? What's one step I can take forward with this to investigate further? How can I get deeper? How can I want to get into it? I want to get deeply into it in energy and essence. What is it going to feel like when this thing is running? Stay out of your results. We don't care how much business you do. It's Is it energizing you? Is it stressful? Or it's flowing? You have clients, it's growing, it's fun. How does that feel? You get into that embodiment
Mm-hmm.
of the energy, and that's what will attract it right to you. The universe has to give it to you.
But isn't that the leap of faith, that belief that the universe has to give it to you? Because if you tap into that,
Well, wait,
and
it's a
yeah,
fact. It's not a belief.
what's the
Like
fact?
attracts like. It's a vibration. Like attracts like. It's a vibration.
So I'm going to press on this in the spirit of the show. And I like everything you're saying, Bill. So I think by now, like this is us exploring, and it's much for people listening because I want people to understand it. When we say that's a fact, that's a pretty high bar to say something's a fact. That if you put that energy out there, if you do that, you're going to get it back in a way that works. and let's stick with me as the example of what we're talking about. So let's say I started to play with that and dabble and test, and I like the energy, I like the feel, I like the vibration of tapping into more. This podcast in some ways is that, right? This is me
Mm-hmm.
starting to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to eat, right? Like we need food to eat, we need enough money to support. That's where that leap of faith comes into me, because it may feel amazing, but if
Yeah,
there's
but
not
you
enough
see
money
what's
coming in.
happening.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah.
see, but you're jumping from one track to another because you're talking about the, you know, the perception and this vibration thing, and does it work? And then you jump right back to the fear,
Yep.
of making the move. So if you drop the fear, how would you look at doing something from a positive standpoint? You're not going out to mortgage a house. It's like, what's the next step?
So there's a pragmatism to it, there's a logic to it paired with it.
Well, what's the next step? Because when you get there, you'll know, you don't know why but you know that because you can feel it in your gut.